right, one of my favorite things to make is pizza. My name's Clemenza Caserta, and today we're gonna be making a little beats. We're doing this Naples style. Pizza in Naples, unbelievable. Totally different kind of pizza, wood burning oven. We're gonna do it true to that form. I mean, my family growing up, coming from Naples, coming into the city, into Mulberry Street, making pizza. But matter of fact, I think I may have even been spoon-fed pizza when I was a kid. I don't know, it's very possible. But, very simple. The first thing we're gonna do is start making our dough. We're gonna take a little bit of flour, approximately 3 cups, okay? Now we're gonna do a little trick when you're making pizza dough or calzone dough, okay? If you're using yeast, whether it be fresh yeast or the packet, you wanna dissolve the yeast, okay, which is about 1.5 teaspoons, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt in the water. That's the trick. What's gonna happen is the yeast is gonna activate and get to life in the warm water. Very simple, okay? We're gonna make sure everything's completely dissolved. We are gonna add the water to the flour, okay? What we're gonna do then is add a little bit of olive oil, approximately about 2 teaspoons. That's gonna give the dough some nice texture. And very simple, we're gonna begin mixing the dough, okay? Now you're gonna get a little messy. You're definitely gonna get a little sticky, but this formula works, okay? And again, if the dough's a little wet, very easily, okay, just add a little more flour. No big deal. Okay. Once again, you know, when you're doing this, you kind of got to feel it out. The basic recipe is going to work, okay, but depending on how you do it, like I said, you may need a little more flour. Now, once you get the dough to the consistency that you want, and you've kneaded it a little bit, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to take it like this, and we're going to leave it to settle and rise for a little bit. All right, after the dough is made and it rises again with the pizza dough, you got to let it proof after it sits for a little while. Very simple. I'm going to take it out. Again, can't stress it enough, take a little bit of flour. Spread it on the board. That way your dough you can move around. Okay, very simple. With the tips of your fingers, you want to gently start making a little crust. Just like that. Just like my grandmother used to do on Mulberry Street when I was a kid. I remember my grandmother, what she used to do. You take the flour, she'd make it right on the thing, but like we made it before in the bowl, like I said, I don't want to make a mess. At least not today. Okay, gotta take the pizza. You can do a little bit of this. Throw it up to stretch it. Okay? Again, even like the calzone we made earlier, you don't want to keep the middle too thin. You want to keep the crust a little bit thicker, okay? Now what we got here for the sauce, okay, we got a little tomato from San Marzano. From San Marzano, Italy. The best tomato you're going to get is nothing like it. California tomato is close, but it's not going to compare to Italy. Now, once the dough is stretched, beautiful. We got a little crust. Very simple, okay? We got our sauce. All we did with the pizza sauce is very simple. Took the tomato out of the can. Use your favorite sauce. Use whatever sauce you like. I don't care. You're not going to offend me. A little tomatoes. Grind them up. Salt and pepper. That's it. You want to be able to taste the tomato like they make it in Naples, okay? A couple of spoonfuls right on the pizza. Now, you can either do this with a spoon or a ladle. You want to start from the center of the dough, working your way out in a circle, and you want to go right to the edge. Now, the trick here, you don't want to go all the way to the end because you want a beautiful, nice crust. Okay? I think we can use a little bit more like this. Okay, so today we're doing a pizza with the Asiago and the chicken. Now, what we're going to do is a little grated cheese. Okay? Very simple. Now we're going to take our Asiago, just like this. Now look, most people, the mistake in my opinion in pizza is they're putting way too much cheese. You want to be able to taste the sauce. You want to be able to taste the cheese. You want to be able to taste whatever it is you top it with. Okay? Plus you want to see the tomato. Very simple. A little bit of Asiago and some Parmesan. Okay, that's enough. Now we're gonna take our chicken, and all we did with the chicken, you can do this anyway. You can grill it, you can roast it, you can cook it, you can poach it, you can do whatever you want with it. Very simple. Once you got your chicken, depending on how you cook it, you're just gonna simply cut a few strips of chicken. And again, like I said, you can do some grilled chicken, you can do roasted chicken, you can do poached chicken, you can dance around like a chicken. I don't care, it doesn't bother me. All right? Like that. What I like to do, just so it helps it out a little bit and cooks the top, a little drizzle of olive oil and a little cracked pepper. Just a little bit. Okay? And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put on just one leaf of basil now, and we're going to finish it with a leaf of basil. Very simple. Again, the Asiago, the chicken, the beautiful San Marzano tomatoes. Now, the trick in doing this in your house, not everybody's going to have a pizza oven. You can do it two ways. You go outside, you get a bunch of bricks, and you put some tin foil around them, which literally works. You go out and buy a pizza stone, or you crank up your oven till about 500 degrees, and you do like my grandmother used to do. You take one of those old pans, you put a little olive oil down, you stretch out your dough in the pan, and you stick it in the oven for 35 minutes. Okay, but we're doing this the real way. You're gonna take your peel. The trick too is make sure you have a little bit of flour on your peel so the pizza slides off. Slide it right under, and very carefully put the pizza on. Now again, a good test to see if you're gonna get it, you should be able to shake it like that, okay? We're gonna stretch this out a little bit, okay? And very simply, boom, right in the oven. And here we go. After about a minute and a half, 2 minutes in that oven, look at that pizza. Okay, now what we're gonna do real quick, so we're gonna put it down. We're gonna let it cool. Now you can either do this with a pizza wheel or a knife, but very simple. We're just gonna cut it into a few slices. And again, look at how beautiful that is. Very simple, very beautiful. A little glass of wine, a cold beer, some pizza, you're beautiful, you're good to go. Have a good night, bon appetit, enjoy everyone. Salud.